Okay, this tutorial is going to show us how to get signed up for Cloud9. Now, this is going to be our classroom integrated development environment, IDE. So this is where you guys are going to be able to log in and do your coding in a browser. And it's in a situation, a collaborative situation that we can work together, solve problems. I can come take a look at what you're working on. Other students can actually take a look at what you're working on, and you, if it all works together the way that it should, it actually should add up to a more interesting classroom environment that's very similar to an in-person classroom environment where you can kind of look over each other's shoulders or get on a chat and talk with each other while working on this stuff. Anyhow, let's set this up. So in your inbox, when you watch this video, you should be able to check your inbox for this. If you don't have this, email me, rhall@santarosa.edu, and I will send you an invite to this class team. That way you can join in on the fun. Okay, so you're going to see a message right here in your inbox. This is role playing a little bit. I'm doing this to my own, to an alternate email account of mine. So this is saying support at c9.io. Team CS50C 2017 Spring has invited you to join their team on Cloud9. So click that link. And it's going to come in here, and if you're not already logged into Cloud9, by the way, if you already have a Cloud9 account, that's no problem. You can actually sign into your account and then join the team that way. If you don't, follow along this process and we'll get you set up. So you click on create a new account. It's going to ask you for your name. So you can just type in your name and spell it correctly. Scroll down here to next. It's going to ask you for a username. So this is the username. I tend to, this is a nickname a friend gave me a long time ago, Randy, the helpful pineapple. Okay, click on next. Give it a moment. Okay, tell us about yourself. These are just some questions. I would suggest that you choose student and coursework. You're free to answer this any way you want. It doesn't make a difference in terms of how you will be added to the team. So it confirms your details. Click next. It says it does do a CAPTCHA check to make sure that you're a human. If for some reason you don't pass the test, it will show you probably some pictures and tell you find the street signs or whatever. And so you just follow that instructions. You'll eventually get the check mark and you can click on create account. Okay, once you've created the account, you can actually say you're now logged in. You haven't used a password or anything. Wait a second for that. You'll find out what's going on. Click on join team and you'll pop into your personal dashboard in Cloud9. Okay, so this would be your, actually just if you have Gravatar, if you know what Gravatar is, that's the image that goes here. If you don't know what Gravatar is, don't worry about it. So it's going to tell you welcome. You can get started right away. Don't forget to set your password from the email we sent to your email address. Okay. So while you're logged in this time, you're good to go. You can create as many public workspaces for free as you want. You can create, I believe with the free account, you can create one private workspace, but that's not really, I'm not here to show you what you can do with your personal workspace. I want to talk about this, your team subscription. Now this is what you've joined into, and this is our classroom for coding. So you'll notice at first that there's a pre-existing workspace here. There may be more by the time you join, whatever, that's fine. But this is just a sample, okay? This one might not be there when you check it out. This is me basically recording the help so that you guys know what to expect. So let's go ahead and open this up, and you'll take a look. It's going to take a few moments. Okay, and the first time in, it's going to actually offer you a tour, and if you click on these little dots, it'll show you what the dots mean. You can click next, and it's going to kind of just trace its way around the screen. If you for any reason you end the tour, you can always bring it back by clicking on support and going back to show guided tour, and it brings those dots back. Okay, so what are we looking at here? it says, first of all, you're in read-only mode. Well, that's because you're looking at someone else's workspace. Now, we're going to have another video that kind of goes into creating your own first project in Cloud9, but for now, I'm just trying to show you how to get connected to this. So double click, if you do this, double click on hello world.html, and you're going to see this. This is actually when you create an HTML5 workspace in Cloud9, this is what you get. This is the file they generate. So, and from here, we can actually go over to this menu item preview. It's going to say live preview the file. You click on that, it's going to open a split tab, and you're going to see that HTML file here be loaded in a browser, and you can click it and it says hello world and all is well. If for any reason you actually went down here and looked at preview running application, you can you'll notice that it actually does open a URL that is public to the internet. This is viewable by anybody. That is that actually is comprised of the name of the workspace, CS50C-week-1, with then a hyphen, and then it's going to be Randy SRJC, which is my username, and then there's .c9users.io. So that is how they put together these URLs. So everybody's username is unique. So there's no everybody can call their workspaces, you know, week 1, week 2, week 3, or whatever, and you'll be able to see it as a URL that makes sense. So anyhow, we're going to get into this. This is part of the way you do homework or turn in your homework that you will post on Cloud9. So just keep that in mind. Again, there's going to be a separate video for that. To wrap this up, don't forget to go back to your email program and notice that you do get a welcome message from them, and it says, hey, click on this link to set a password. You click on that, it's going to allow you to set a password. It does actually give you a little bit of a strength-o-meter down below. So if I typed in testing 1 2 3 and testing 1 2 3, you'll see that it doesn't think very much of my password. If you get past 50%, it turns green, and that's pretty much a good sign. So maybe you want to add a $sign, or maybe 2, or maybe 3, or maybe 4, or maybe 5. Okay, so whatever. You get the idea that you can actually type in a password, make sure that it's reasonably strong. You don't want necessarily somebody else logging into your account and deleting your projects or whatever. You can create the password and you're good to go. So that is how we are going to get you all connected to our SRJC CS50C Spring 2017 Cloud9 team.